It'll be good to get away from the family a bit.
See that ceremony for the Dragon Guard? Very impressive.
I'm just happy that the shield still have a job. We like working for the Queen of Women.
And save the last alien kid.
Greetings, Rook. Ah, look at that swagger. A doughty adventurer seeking work, yes? Saraba can always tell. The dangerous kind. But the greater the danger, the greater the rewards, yes? Guibert Flaubert offers tasks that you can accomplish alone. And Brucius Banius seeks groups of heroes to challenge more powerful foes. Believe Saraba, they both pay well. A wise choice, Walker. Very wise indeed. Please speak to any of my friends here. They will get you started on the path to coin and adventure. Ah, Saraba almost forgot. Take this small retainer to whet the appetite, yes?
So I'm really sorry. I just realized that I had my microphone plugged into the computer and not into the controller. So yeah, I'm here in live. If I do apologize for that. That was not funny at all. I'm very sorry. Yeah, no. I left it plugged in last night when we were doing the call, and I forgot to unplug it when I went to bed, and I just put the headset on because I saw it was plugged in, but I didn't check to see where it was plugged into, and so I was talking to thin air. Yeah. So, yeah, happy spooky season, everyone. It's the Witch Mothers Festival in Elder Scrolls Online, so. It could be a little further out. It could be over this way, too. We're looking for the rest of the sky shards is what we're doing, so I am deeply sorry again. Like I said, I thought it was plugged into the right thing, and it was not. It was plugged into the computer still, so. Yeah, Sinchala's seen some better days.
Ooh, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Something I need to double check. Well, also I need to get those, but Journal, achievements, holiday events. I did a little bit of the New Life Festival last year. I need to do the rest of it this year. Plunder Skull Affinado. Oh well, I haven't done any of this, so... Okay, if I was a Sky Shard, where would I be hiding? I'm in the wrong part of... It's over in this area. Yeah, sorry the stream is later than usual. I was shopping with my mom, and we had lunch, and then I came back and started the stream. So it's a little later than usual, but we are going to get some progress in today, because we're really close to the launch of Deadlands, just a couple weeks away from the Deadlands launch. And I'd like to get some of this stuff wrapped up before Deadlands comes out, so I can focus on Deadlands when it launches. There it is. Alright, and then the last one is over here-ish. Yeah, I'm enjoying some orange pineapple juice from V8 Splash. I don't let myself get V8 Splash too often because though it's got lots of vitamin C and antioxidants in it, it's also packed full of sugar. So I try to avoid it, but I'm treating myself. I've always enjoyed V8 Splash ever since it first came out when I was a kid. I remember going to Sam's Club in Louisville, and they had it there for the first time, and it was I was like, this is really good. I hated the taste of V8 Splash, or not V8 Splash, a regular V8, because I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, but like V8 Splash is like an amazing like version of V8 in my opinion. There's another Sky Shard. And last but not least, we have to go into Moonlit Cave. And then we're done. I'm not going to bother doing the lore books right now. Eventually I will go and do a lore book hunt to get myself up to Mage's Guild 9. But we're not anywhere near where I need to think about doing that. Oh, I got completely immobilized. No, no, no. Did I already do the quest over here? No, I did not do the quest. Should we go ahead and do the quest?
Could wash away the stench of such sour.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the quest.
Stay back, stranger. The shrines are shuttered and the sea waters stagnant and squalid. Or are you part of the syndicate, here to savage the Moonlit Cove?
Someone's desecrating this cove?
Yes, sacrilegious smugglers and sugar tools. They came in their skiffs and burned our sacred shrines into Scuma stays. Now the waters stink of their scummy stock. Shaveskins, the lot of them.
Is that serious?
Should our shrines stay soiled, the sojourners who seek sanctification here will steep in soured skooma. Shazar shudders to surmise what sickness spawns from these suspect waters. It must be expelled.
I'll help you fix your skooma problem.
Srendar sends me a say. To sanctify the shore, you must seek the sacred shrines inside the Moonlit Cove and sift from their source. Swallowing the sacramental waters will suffuse you with their sanctity and the skooma. Then we send it out to sea.
You want me to drink the sullied water?
Steady, sleek one. The sparkling waters streaming from the shrines are sacred. Their spiritual strength will safeguard you and allow you to sanctify the shoal once more. Shazar is seldom mistaken.
What did the smugglers take, or why did the smugglers take over Moonlit Cove?
To strip the sacred sugar suspended in the shoal's shallows. All the light Joan and Jode shines upon the sea surges into this cove and mixes with the spring water spilling from our shrines and settles on the shoal, ensnaring the moonlight within.
This cove is full of trapped moonlight?
Assuredly, it sparkles like strands of sapphires sailing on the tide. Before the cove was spoiled by these scoundrels, soaking in the sweet waters brought Khajiit perfect serenity. Now, the spoiled waters stir only sickness and insanity.
What do you mean?
Shazar has heard screaming and shouting from within the cove. The senseless shrieking of sugar truths whipped into hysteria. The skooma these sinners swill stinks of unsavory scum.
Is that what I'm smelling?
Surely. Though Shazar slogged many days across the scorch to soak here, so the stench may stem from him.
Alrighty, we're gonna take this on.
I hope we find more than trouble here.
Oh, I guarantee you we're gonna find trouble here. There's the Sky Shard. And also the first shrine, too.
Get back, you betcha!
Yeah, if you look, the water's already starting to clean up just a little bit. It's like not nearly as noticeable now as it was before. So we need to go this way to the next spring. Okay, that's the second one down. I think we have to go back this way and go the other way now.
I guess this is a fight metal. them to run away. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
Yeah, it's, like I said, as you watch, the waters will purify, so... Like, see, like, it's already almost completely clean now. I think we have to go up this way? Nope, that's not right. It's probably up this path right here. This way.
Still here. Resting.
They completely canceled out my magical abilities. I hate when they do that. Ooh, that's 13 or 1533 now. Woo. This is where the boss actually spawned at the end. But we already actually beat the boss the first time we came through here. And I was in a hurry, which is why I didn't do the boss, or I didn't do the quest last time. I probably should have just done the quest and got it over with last time. Okay, we're ready to get out of here. Oops, sorry, poor little rat.
stranger. You're sodden to your skivvies. Have you supped on the shrine's water?
My stomach is full of sacramental water and skooma. Now what?
You are looking somewhat sallow. Best not to let the sickening skooma seep in too deeply. Step into the shallows, my squeamish savior, and spit all that poison out to sea.
Alright, so we go cleanse yourself in the shallows. So basically I'm vomiting into the shallow water. And all the poison goes out to sea.
Shazar has never seen such a tsunami of spew. Surely it was a sobering experience. But you've spared Moonlit Cove a similar fate.
So the cave is cleansed?
Srendar's salty tears, yes. This sanctuary is safe again. Someone will still need to strong on these smugglers into shoving off, but Moonlit Cove will survive. Take this as Shazar's show of support. May Joan and Job shower you with succor. Shazar soon hopes to shed his soiled clothes and scrub until he sparkles. Then, back to Senshar for another show. Only there, Shazar hopes to be showered in treasures.
If the smugglers aren't driven out, won't the cove become polluted again?
Not for some time. The ceremony you perform stirs the sacred source of the shrines and instills the show with the same spiritual spotless supply. Their spouts will spray streams of sacramental water to sluice the despoiling skooma out to sea.
You plan to soak in the springs?
Shazar did not cross the sweltering scorch only to spin round and slink back to Senshar like a smitten sench. Since you've shored up the situation inside, Shazar suspects the unscrupulous schemers will scatter like skeevers soon enough.
If the smugglers aren't driven out, are you some sort of performer?
Just so. A singer, a tale spinner, and a spinner of tales. Shazar regrets that you see him in this sorry state, but his thespian spirit shone through his sloppy appearance. Or his manner of speaking suggested so.
Alright, I'm on my way. That's it. We are done with Southern... I mean, there's still one crafting station, but that's going to involve doing dailies. I'll probably work on that off screen because I don't think anyone will watch me do the same dailies over and over and over again. So we'll just... I'll probably work on that off screen or something and just start working on it once a day, do this daily. So there's some good rewards too. If you max it out, you get access to a reward chest, which actually gets pretty decent rewards every day. I need to keep remembering to log into to go there on my main character and get those rewards because I have access to that reward crate on my main character, but I always forget to go back and get the rewards for that. There's some good stuff in there. Okay. We are... Hold on, wait. Okay, that's a brush with death. What is that? Journal. Quest. That's Penumbra, okay. Do we have anything left here? Doesn't look like it. I need to go turn that in. We're going to do that next before we do anything else. So we'll go to Deshawn and turn that in real quick. Get that out of my quest log.
I hope you're here to tell me of your tremendous victory, and not the kind that involves the local tavern wench. Well, maybe you could tell me about that later.
I've sacked Red Petal Bastion.
Of course you did. You're undaunted. I don't care how many deadly Daedric artifacts a bunch of Ponzi knights possess. They'll never stand a chance against the likes of us.
I'll take my reward either way.
I don't know. How much of a fight could an outfit with a name like Silver Rose put up? But a pledge is a pledge. Take your cut.
Undaunted Key and a Transmute Crystal. Or a Transmute Geode. Just one Transmute Crystal, but fine. Green no longer. We've completed our first Undaunted pledge. Ooh, and got 15 Undaunted experience as well. How are we doing on the old Undaunted skill line? Only 4 out of 10. When did I max out heavy armor? Oh, it must have been way back in the day. I don't remember maxing it out, but I must have at some point. You know what? We need to fix up our gear. Hold on, let me go to the pledge store real quick. Oh, nice. You can buy a style page for 50 keys. That's a lot of keys, actually. Nope, don't sell those. Don't sell those purple rings of frostbite. Those are worth money. I'm gonna keep that too. Just made 6,000 gold. Alrighty, on to the next location. Alright, Northern Elsewhere, it's time. We're going to start by doing the delves, and then we're gonna do other things, but I'm going to start with the delves because right now we get Plunder Skulls from defeating the delve bosses. I figured that's a good thing to do and take advantage of the event that's going on, so. Okay. Yeah, we finished that delve. So we're off to do... There's a quest here. What quest is this? Hello, friend.
Greetings, Walker. You are not also going to the Abode of Ignominy, are you? As its name implies, it is a moonless place full of forgotten secrets.
What seems to be the concern?
This one saw a stranger setting up camp outside the cave nearby. Local legend says that Mafala worshippers used to lurk there, raising dead too, I think. To venture so close to such a place, it does not seem wise.
What did this person look like?
A Khajiit woman. Cathay by the look of her. She wore the attire of a sorcerer. But then I could put on a tin crown and claim that I am an emperor. She stays there heedlessly, or lingers with bad intentions. Either way, no good can come of it.
Alright, I'll look into it. So yeah, this is where we were going anyway, so this, you know, works out for me. One thing though, I need to go over here and get this location. So when you when the game first launched for Elsewhere, you actually would come out of the Starhaven Auditorium, which is right over here. This was actually where the tutorial for Elsewhere was located, so you can't actually go inside anymore, unfortunately. Oh, you can actually go inside. What? No, you can't. This door is firmly sealed from the other side. You can't actually go... Okay, Elsewhere Pathfinder. That's cool. There's... Oh, there's the other crafting station I needed. Let's go grab that, too. There we go. Starlight Auditorium discovered. Now we'll go back up to the Globe of Ignominy. Here's another quest I didn't do. Okay, this is Sweet Rothmith Brew. Take keg of Sweet Rothmith. And we're going to take that to... Okay, that's going to be going to the Stitches, so we'll do that in a little bit later. There we go. Why is it sealed? Oh, because it's no longer a prologue quest, so you can't go inside. And only characters level 1 to 3 are allowed inside of there during the prologue quest. If you don't have Western Skyrim or Blackwood installed, you still start out in that prologue quest, but only if you don't have Western Skyrim or Blackwood. If you have either one of those, their tutorial quest replaced it, and it's no longer accessible. So I unfortunately do not have that tutorial quest recorded. It is the only tutorial quest that I don't have recorded, because I have the Somerset one recorded, I have the Western Skyrim one recorded, and I have the Blackwood one recorded, but I do not have that one recorded, so unfortunately.
Who are you? Did Calvafir send you? Well, don't even try to stop me.
No one sent me. What are you doing?
Oh, well then, greetings. My name is Naramako, and I intend to walk right into this spooky cave and find the works of a brilliant Khajiiti mage. Before you ask, yes, it is full of slavering, undead, and yes, I am petrified to the point of weeping.
What are you looking for, specifically?
You mean to help? Well, I guess there's no harm in delegating. According to my research, a powerful wizard named Marzulajo used this place as his laboratory. If you find his notes and any memory stones he might have left behind, I would be indebted.
Fair enough. I'll gather Marzulajo's notes and memory stones.
Thank you for looking into this, Walker. I can't wait to rub this discovery in that sour-tongued Caldathir's face. It's always be careful with this and don't meddle with that. He's just a fat old bully.
Why do you want this Marzulajo's notes?
According to my research, Marzulajo had a great fondness for animals, just like me. He even discovered ways to bring them back to life. At least I think he did. Fuzzy on the details. Anyway, his notes and memory stones should hold the answers.
You want to bring an animal back to life?
Yes! You're not going to scold me like Caldathir, are you? It's just a frog. A single hoppy little frog. What harm could that do? Anyway, he's the one who made me kill the poor thing. And for what? A water-breathing potion? I can't even swim!
Isn't that necromancy?
I mean, sort of.
You'd be bringing a dead thing back to life. That sounds like necromancy.
Well, guild regulations clearly state that manipulating white souls, the lesser souls of beasts, is completely fine. True, the bylaws don't explicitly endorse putting little white souls into frog skeletons, but they don't prohibit it either.
Don't prohibit it either. You mentioned Calathar again. Who is he exactly?
My high elf alchemy professor. And a heartless, saggy-faced...
Of course it was a high elf.
I'm a member of the Mages Guild, you see. To progress, I have to show proficiency in potion making and such.
Why do you dislike your teacher so much?
He's a meanie!
He's a meanie.
Every potion we make includes some terrible reagent, like a baby newt or a sweet little toad. I don't even like to hurt fleas, let alone innocent amphibians.
Oh, poor kitty. What can you tell me about this place?
It's called the Abode of Ignominy. Say that 5 times fast. I did a bit of research before I set out, but I didn't find much. A few cryptic references to a temple that collapsed into a sinkhole or some such.
A temple to what?
Well, when the name includes the word ignominy, it's a safe bet that it's nothing good. I found a reference or two to Mafala, the clan mother of dark secrets. Probably something to do with her. Ooh, gives me the shivers.
Alright, we're heading into the cave. What harm could one frog do? Hermiko, summoner of Froggers that destroy Froggers the Destroyer. May all quake at his name. E583. He leveled 3 small villages. He was finally brought down by a cat somebody had put out for the day. Praise to Mafala. Riverhold fragment recovered. Hey, I said Riverhold fragment recovered, you jerk. Not interrupt me while I'm recovering the Riverhold fragment.
Ah, Rolla, a land of fertile valleys and grand hills. But enough about Ratchet's past romances, yes?
Whiskers, the Grievous valiantly slew him at the cost of his daily treats. Oh no! Why was Whiskers punished?
I hope you're watching.
He had to sacrifice him for the day to distract Froggers. Oh god. Well, I mean, he was a good kitty. He did what he had to do. Hopefully he got plenty of scritches when the day was done. Got the first memory stone.
Oh, sugar snout, my sweet boy. I don't. It's not fair. You were so young, so young. I'm going to fix this boy. I'm going to bring you back. I promise.
No, you definitely should not bring the large feral cat back to life. Oh, that's not going to end well. That's not going to end well at all.
Don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
You know, it'd actually probably be pretty funny if no one realized what Whiskers had done for them. Like, Whiskers killed the frog, and the owner just comes out and is like, hey, get that out of your mouth. You don't know where it's been. And, you know, was lightly chastised for saving the town from the murderous skeleton frog.
I never intended. What did I do wrong? This isn't you, sweet boy. This isn't you.
Yeah, it just was eating a Khajiit. Sounds about right. And the cat's just like, see if I ever save your life again. This is another good place to grind for skeletons for the achievement, actually. Sugar Snout. Come forth, Daedra, and serve me. Blast this guy back to oblivion.
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
Oh, we got a Plunder Skull. What did we get? What could it be inside my Plunder Skull? It's a branch, stout, burnt as a housing tradition, and got some fishing bait. Okay. I mean, nothing spectacular. Recovered memory stone.
Now, this is a little unorthodox, but I just felt horrible about what happened. Bringing you back to life is an imperfect solution, I know, but I am confident you'll get used to this new beginning.
He's like got the best of intentions, but he's making it worse by having the best of intentions. It's like, I think that's what makes this story like all the more like interesting, is the fact that he's not some evil necromancer who's out for power. He was just trying to fix his dead pet, and then his dead pet killed somebody, so he brought him back to life too. It's like a necromancy train gone out of control. It's like you can see the train wreck coming, but you can't stop it because the brakes are broken. It's like we're on this train until the end. Choo choo. Yeah. So, yeah, he got himself killed. By his own creation.
I really don't like your odds.
No, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Like I said, you could see the train wreck coming, but there was no way off. It was far too late.
I'm agreeable.
Not that I had any doubts, mind you. So, success? Did you find Marzula Joe's notes and memory stones?
Yes, but his work didn't turn out well. He resurrected his pet Senshi, and things went very poorly.
A Sench tiger? That's remarkable. If he
that, the frog should present no challenge at all. Thank you so much, Walker. When I publish about this, I'll be sure to mention your contribution. I wonder how long after death you can perform these rituals. Do you think they would work on something smaller, like a mosquito? So many questions.
Did you not hear me before? Marzula Joe's spells had terrible consequences.
Oh, let's not overreact. Advanced spellcraft is as much an art as it is a science. Sure, he may have encountered a few bumps along the way, but that's to be expected. I won't fall into the same traps. Trust me.
And then, of course, Froggers the Destroyer was released upon the world. And she was like, I should have listened to that, Walker. Just let you know, though, if you release Froggers the Destroyer onto this world, I am not killing it for you. She brought this upon herself. Another mage in their curiosity has caused a catastrophe. Oh, what a surprise. Mages have too much time and too much power on their hands for their own good. Oh no, a mage did something awful. What a surprise. I never would have guessed that the mage would do something awful to somebody. I still gotta finish. I gotta finish 7 more quests in order to get the adventurer achievement. I didn't even realize I was that far behind.
Can be near the moon gate. Do you have any ideas?
This one would love to have the answer.
So, I recently traveled past Two Moons Temple. I hate to say it, but I think the master...
I mean, that is a fair statement, yes. Do you see swordsmen doing things like this? No.
Something you need, stranger?
I found this keg of rot meth beside the road. I believe it belongs to you.
Well, wouldn't you know it? The keg does in fact belong to me. That right there is the finest sample of sweet rot meth brew ever made. Well, truthfully, it's the only sample of sweet rot meth brew ever made.
Sweet rot meth brew?
My own invention, if you can believe it. You see, the Khajiit aren't typically fond of rot meth. I think the rancid meat smell is what turns them off. That's why I added plenty of moon sugar to my brew. It's sure to be a hit now.
Seems odd that such a large keg went missing.
The keg must have dropped out of our wagon, which is a little odd, given that my husband should have been sitting right by it. Oh well, no harm done. And here's a reward for your troubles. Not sure what we would do if we lost this beauty. Dearest, come look at this. A stranger found my rot meth keg on the side of the road. Can you believe it?
Oh, look at that. Must have fallen right off the wagon. How lucky someone found it.
He pushed it.
Nice and fermented.
He pushed it off.
Test it.
Of course. Let me just drink this. Oh, so delicious brew.
That is true love right there. That is absolute true love right there.
Well, how does it taste? Looks like I'll need to tweak the recipe a bit.
Oh, he is down for the count. I am so sorry, dude. Oh, that is, but you know that's true love when, like, you try to, get rid of your, when you try to get rid of your spouse's horrible invention, and then when it shows up, you take your Nox and you drink from it, even though you know it's probably gonna lay you out flat. Like, you gotta give him credit. He may have tried to sabotage his husband's creation, but at least when it was presented to him, he took it like a man and drank it. Oh. 10 out of 10 best couple in Elder Scrolls Online so far. But no, he totally pushed the barrel out of the wagon. 100% he did. I didn't get the Sky Shard last time? What in the world was I thinking? It is so easy to get the Sky Shard in here. Was that just in that much of a hurry? I'll have to go back and rewatch the video and find out what in the world was going on when I went through this last time. It's been like 2 years since I played. Was it 2 years or 1 year? I think I played it in early 2020, so maybe it was 1 year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was early 2020. So I was trying to rush through and get ready so I could do Greymoor right after it came out. I think that may have been part of the problem, was I was rushing to do Greymoor. Alright, there's 8 Sky Shards. Good gravy. We have a lot left to do in Northern Elsewhere. We're going to be here for a hot minute. But I'm going to make as much progress as I can today in whittling down those numbers. So, and then the boss is way up here. Luckily, there's not actually a quest in this this delve because it's part of the main quest. Because you come here for the main quest, so there's not actually a quest involved with this delve. So.
Big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Monkeys! Monkey's actually a good source of white meat, although I prefer hunting Quirkers now. When I need white meat, I'll go to Western Skyrim and kill Quirkers. Because the things are completely lazy in ESO, they just sit there, unlike in Skyrim where, you know, they were actually, you know, threats. They would actually attack you. Yeah, if you've ever fought a Horker at low level on Master or Legendary difficulty, those things are not easy to fight. No, they're white meat. I don't think there's any white meat at all in Skyrim, actually. Like, in the game Skyrim, I don't think there is actually a white meat at all. Except maybe like chicken, but...
Still here. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when they made workers in Elder Scrolls Online, they made them drop white meat instead of red meat. Alright, we are done there. There's a quest to do in this area right here. Which I think there's a delve that's on the way there anyways. There is, yeah, there's a delve. It's right over here. So we're going to jump here. Reward for stolen wine. Oops. To whom it may concern, my master is offering a reward for the safe return of 3 bottles of stolen wine. No questions will be asked, no answers given. Whatever these 3 bottles may be, they will be within walking distance of one another. They always are. The first one is a bottle of chilled white wine. You will likely wonder how the bottle remains so cold and to the touch, but it's best not to dwell on it. The second is a bottle of fine red wine. Your arm will go numb when you pick it up, but there is no need to panic. Feelings should return as soon as the bottle is delivered in a timely manner. And lastly, a bottle of homemade wine of undetermined color. Holding the bottle will induce a sensation of tremendous melancholy, followed by unrelenting hopelessness, emotional debilitation, and eventual self-destruction. If one of the bottles has been opened, my master asks that you bury it as deep as possible, all the while being careful not to let the contents touch your skin. If you come upon someone drinking from one of these bottles, he asks that you kill the individual and burn everything in the surrounding area. If found intact, please bring these bottles to me immediately. I never move from my place in the Stitches, where I will anxiously await your arrival. Best, Hogfred Kijisoren, faithful servant to his master. Is his master Shiagurath, do you think? Let's get the white wine. Or, oh, that would make sense too. But he seems nicer than Shiagurath does on most occasions. Like I don't think I've ever seen him in an aggressive role at all. And like it's something that makes you self-destruct and commit suicide doesn't seem like something he would do. I don't know. Maybe it's just we've never seen him in a villainous role. But he's always been one of the good, and I use good with quotes, Daedra. Along with like Meridia and Azura. At least I can't think of a single instance of him being an aggressor at all in Elder Scrolls. Could be an interesting story actually if he was. Maybe one of the future ESO DLCs will have him in an opposing role. Okay, so the obscure wine is closer back to the Stitches, or to the I'm not even going to try to say that word.
I'm surprised we don't see giant balls of fur rolling across the landscape here.
Oh, well, shit. Please don't tell me she drank from this. That's fair. Alright, we'll go turn that in later. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my current mission for now. I'm not in any hurry to turn those in. They don't have any negative effects on me, at least as far as I know they don't. Yeah, there's no negative effects on me.
Don't all plants come
Ain't no
from
effects
that?
on me. There ain't no effects on me. There ain't no effects. There ain't no effects. There ain't no effects on me. No, no. Dark pool mine discovered.
Headed into Dark Pool Mine. Good. For me, I mean. Not for... I mean, maybe for you too. Who knows? Maradani could really use a strong set of claws.
What's going on?
My partner, Hadass, and I came here to survey the mine. Plenty of sulfur and oil hereabouts, right? Only catch, the cave's full of cultists. And Daedra.
Where's your partner now?
I couldn't tell you what they're doing in there, but judging by the smell, it's nothing good.
Where's your partner now?
Still inside! A Daedra caught us sniffing around, right? Hadass tried to tell it that joke he knows, to make friends, yes? Doubt it worked, but who knows? This one took off running.
This one took off running.
I feel a little bad about leaving Hadass. Would you look for him?
Sorry, sure, I'll look for your partner.
Thanks for the help, Rook. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but with all the oil and sulfur, this mine could... Is there a gentler word for explode? Maybe that's what these Daedra work toward. Joan and Jude, one cataclysm at a time, right?
Are you and Hadass miners?
Engineers. We build catapults, ballistae, that sort of thing for the Northern Elsewhere Defense Force. Can't scold people with boiling oil if you haven't got any oil, right? Sulfur's good for blowing things up too. Lucky us, we find both here.
What are you planning to do with the siegecraft?
Like I said, blow things up. What else would we do with it? That Mascars Euraxia's built more walls than I have hairs. Maradani gets shivers just thinking about watching them collapse.
Oh, you mean this Euraxia? Says Reewish as he pulls out a soul gem. Inside the soul gem is Euraxia's soul banging on the side of the gem. Let me out! Let me out! So you operated the siegecraft too?
Yeah, this one's too slick and clever to swing claws and swords around. Leave that to the Pomerat and the Sanchez, right? In times of war, the wise stand in the back and throw heavy things. Good motto to live by, yes?
What can you tell me about these cultists?
Maradan is no scholar, but they look like Mehrunes worshippers.
Mehrunes Dagon.
Right? Had no idea so many of them lived in Northern Elsewhere. You can't let them finish whatever they're working on, Rook.
You think it'll be catastrophic?
Definitely. Plus, Mehrunes worshippers are the worst. Have you ever met
Yes.
one? Sore-bottom cats, always muttering about fire and ground quakes. Maradani loves blowing things up too, but she doesn't get creepy about it, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand. Alright, we're gonna go and stop some Mehrunes Dagon. I wonder if these are related to the cult of the Waking Flame. Or the Order of the Waking Flame. Dark Pool Mine. We gotta watch out. The root is very unstable here. Dagonic Razor Claw. Nope, these are not Waking Flame.
I never used to fight this much until I met you.
That's okay. They could be allies to the Waking Flame, so we're gonna wipe them out. Don't leave a single one of them left standing.
I hope you're watching.
I know where we're headed first. Why am I standing in the oil before I burn it? Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I see you, Lurk. Yeah, next week we're doing spooky things, so because it's spooky day, so we'll be doing spooky things.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
There's the real boss.
Where'd you go?
Right, get the Deadlands Hammer. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the stream. No problem. I'm glad that you guys enjoy watching the stream. All right. Okay, wait, you can't burn yourself to death by standing in the fire? I was hoping to use that as a quick way to get out of the delve. Oh well, we're going to have to run out on foot. Yeah, I have a lot of fun in playing it. It's kind of been my comfort in the last while, with life being the way it is lately. Elder Scrolls Online has really been my escape from the my stress and stuff. So I play it a lot. So I enjoy it a lot, and I'm sure I try to put my passion into my play through character, and I try to make Reewish fun. I'm actually going to be rebuilding Reewish a little bit. We're going to be trying out some different builds for him with the new armory system, so I can just switch back if I don't like it. So we're going to be experimenting with a axe wielding build for Reewish and see how that goes. We might, depending on how that goes, we might just stay a hybrid, like Magicka stamina. I just imagine him running with an axe covered in lightning, just like Thor in Infinity War. But instead of saying, "Bring me Thanos," he's screaming, "Bring me Dagon!" In fact, I should probably be getting ready for that eventuality. And I just realized that I probably need to I need to level my medium armor, but I definitely need to finish leveling two-handed weapons. Do I have anything in two-handed weapons? No, but we can fix that real quick. I haven't really been using my circle, so I may as well use it to level up mine. And then what I'll probably do is I'll make a piece of medium armor and equip it on him, so I'm leveling medium armor. Or maybe I'll make two, so I'm leveling medium armor passively in the background. Because I've already maxed out heavy armor and I've maxed out light armor. I may as well go ahead and just max out medium armor too. Because I feel like I'm probably going to want to run 3 pieces of medium and 4 pieces of light for my for the hybrid build.
Really don't like your odds.
There you are. Things seemed quieter, so Maradani came to look around. Did you?
I have a
And
crafter.
how about these cultists? I hope you gave them a swift kick in the tail.
Yeah, when I started out playing, I was like, I only played solo, and so I didn't know anybody, so I started a crafter. From the moment I started playing the game, I started building a crafter as well, simultaneously. Like, my crafter was my main character, so. Hadaz didn't make it, but I wrecked the cultist operation and took their enchanted hammer.
Stupid Hadaz. Always thought he'd died from something silly like falling down privy. I'll let his family know. And this hammer, scary business, right? I'll deliver it to the main's priest. They'll know what to do with it. Thanks again, Rook.
Complete quest.
How did you hold this hammer so long? Like hot coal on the paws, right? Maradani just can't drop it in a bucket of water and forget about it, can she? No, I guess not.
There's still a lot of cultists down there. Do you think you'll be able to clear them out?
Ha! Me? No. Marada will report back to the Northern Elsewhere defense leadership. Then they'll send a detachment of Senches and Palmar Skull Smashers to mop things up. Who knows how long that will take, though? There's a war on, after all, right?
Yeah, that is definitely something I recommend. If you play solo and you don't really play in a group, I would definitely recommend investing in crafting. What system do you play on? Because I play on the PS4. Oh, it's just seasonal allergies. I'm fine. I just had to get out of my system. You're on Xbox, yeah. So what I would recommend doing is I would start a orc character. Like if you don't want your main character to be your crafter, I would start an orc. Orcs have a bonus to inspiration. If you're into champion points, you can also use the green champion points, the world champion points, to level up your crafting faster by spending them on the inspiration gathering ones. And then I didn't finish 2 moons at Tenmar Temple. Why didn't I do that on stream already? That's weird. I thought for sure I did that one with the. Oh well, I know what we're doing next because I think everybody will enjoy that. So we'll go and do that immediately before we do anything else today. No, this is what I recommend doing. Start an orc character, and well, how much bank space do you have? Actually, it's probably a better question. Like, do you have like a bunch of bank space, or do you like have like no bank space, or? Because when I started out, I took advantage of the fact that I had all the bank space and had nothing inside of it, and I would store items I would research inside the bank space, and then as I would need them, of course, they would just be taken out of the bank and clear up more space for more researchable items, and that way they're not filling up your inventory. So you'll fill up your bank with researchables. So bank space is for all characters, yes. So like your bank is your account bank. So all your characters have access to the same bank, which means they have access to all the same currencies stashed in it, all the same items. Yeah, no, you're fine. But what I would recommend doing is, like I said, start yourself an orc if you don't want to turn your main character into a crafter. Some people just absolutely do not want their main characters as crafters. So it's really based on your taste. If you don't mind your main character being a crafter, you could definitely do that instead. It'll just take a little bit longer if they're not an orc. But orcs, like I said, just have like a 10% bonus to their inspiration, so they grow as a crafter much faster. So, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have 10 iron ore, like unrefined 10 iron ore, 10 jute, 10 pewter dust, 10 maple logs, and no, that's it. Just make sure you have 10 of each of those, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go and get certified for all the crafting dailies. So, if you go to the Blackwood and go to Leyawind, inside the crafting area is 2 of the 3 certifications. The only certification you can't do is the jewelry crafting one. You have to go to Alinor to do that in Somerset. But you can do the ones for in Blackwood right inside the crafting area. Go through and do all the certifications. You'll get some rewards, and you'll get gold, and you'll get actually a nice pile of experience for completing those. And then once you're certified, every single day you're going to log in and you can do your crafting dailies. For quite a while, you're going to have to farm materials to break down to do those dailies, but eventually you'll reach the point where you'll be able just to do the dailies without having to farm. And you're just going to do those every single day. And you will and every time you pick up an item as that crafter, because you're going to have to go out and adventure, because you're going to need to level up to get skill points, and you're going to need to do dungeons, and you're going to need to do delves, and then you're going to get as many skill. Hey Joe, you're going to get as many skill points as you can. And every time you pick up an item, instead of selling it or keeping it, you're going to take it and you're going to break it down at a crafting station, and that is going to build up your crafting inspiration way faster than anything else. Especially once you hit champion points, when you break down the 150 items, you will level up really, really fast. So.
Jarl, spare a kindness for a priest of 2 moons. Hadoras is at the end of his rope, dangling by the scruff.
Hey, no problem. Hey, Joe, we're about to do something really fun with everybody's favorite uncle. What's wrong?
This one returns from warning the speaker of the Main of a dire prophecy, only to find his fellow priests speaking little sense and doing even less. Raving and rambling about our moon bishop's visions and growing more demented by the moment.
Demented how?
She tells the priests to burn their moon sugar, so they do. She tells them to smear cheese upon the walls, so they do. She tells them to douse the temple fires with their tongues, so they do. I fear someone will die if this continues.
I'll help you find the bottom of this madness.
Bright moons shine upon you, Walker. This one pursued his friend, Zarga, before you arrived. The fool chases a beast's young with a butterfly net, and woe unto him when their mother follows the commotion. Please, find Zarga before he is eaten.
Where did your friend Zarga go?
I last saw him run after the beasts into the wilderness to the west. I hoped he would not follow them into their den, but I would be a fool to believe that now.
When did your moon bishop start having visions?
Since she was very young. Her eyes have always been as bright as Joan and Jode. She's never led us astray. It's why she's moon bishop. But all this madness, something is not right.
What was this prophecy you spoke to the speaker of the Main?
She foresaw the return of the dragons with a frightening clarity. I went to warn Lord Garesh Ree on this dire prophecy, so it might reach the Main's ears. But I arrived too late. The dragons had already come.
So you said you're a priest of 2 moons. What is that?
2 moons at Tenmar is Hadarasi's temple. A venerable house of Joan and Jode. A place of worship and wisdom. Reduced to a den of fools chasing our moon bishop's fevered dreams.
Will the priest just do anything she asks them to?
They don't question her visions. No matter how absurd the task, they leap at it with zeal. When I asked why they would do such things, they look at me as if I am the one who is crazy.
It sounds like they're under some sort of spell.
A powerful and insidious spell to turn the whole temple on its head. But at least a spell may be broken. It's a small comfort to hope that their minds may not be truly lost.
Alright. So, I'm fairly certain anyone who has any experience with Elder Scrolls has a fairly good idea what in the world is going on here. Wait, where is he? That's not a butterfly.
Oh no! You smashed it! Such pretty colors leaking out!
Get back here. Well, almost right, but not quite right. Because it's Scuma Cat!
Well, hello, my new playmate. Glad to find someone with their wits still about them.
Uncle Steve.
Around here. I mean, what self-respecting person goes around chasing butterflies with a net? Everybody knows you use a hammer.
Who are you?
I'm a cat. I thought that bit was obvious. Yes, I'm not a cat. Meow. Meow. Nope, cat. Maybe you're not as sharp as I thought. Attack that's seen one too many backsides, huh? Bad for you, worse for them!
Worse for who?
The priest, silly! You really are clueless, aren't you, plaything? How are you gonna win the game if you can't even find the pieces? Am I gonna have to dangle every answer in front of you like cheese-stuffed mice hanging by their entrails?
You're behind the madness at the temple, aren't you?
Ah, that's more like it. Maybe there's hope for you after all. Now hurry your heroic Heidi to my playground, or it's gonna be the blind leading the blind out there. Toodles!
It's gonna be the blind leading the blind out there. So, the blind leading the blind is usually a bad thing, but occasionally occasionally it can lead to some interesting things. Speaking as somebody who has watched blind children trying to lead each other, and I freaked out, and it led to something quite funny happening one time. But of course, we told them never to do that again because they should not have been doing that.
Seeing is the problem, Adoras. That's why we need it. Maybe we don't need it. This one's claws are sharp. Pop, pop, and we're all saved.
No, it must be the fork. It won't work otherwise.
Always bring this fun stuff our parents won't approve of. Yes. He was headed back to the temple last I saw him.
Moons, I pray he does not get any other ideas. Adoras has his hands full as it is. He found these ones searching for a fork to put out their eyes.
They want to blind themselves?
The Moon Bishop told them that if they blind themselves, they would remain hidden from the dragon's sight.
They need a fork for that?
Not just any fork. A two-tined iron fork smelling ever so slightly of roast beef. Please, help me keep them from finding this smelly thing.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
This one smells meat wafting on the wind. It is not an odor he would call beefy, but he thinks it may be the trail they were following. Adoras will keep his eyes on these ones, so they may keep their eyes.
What do you think the smelly fork... Why do they think the smelly fork will help them hide from dragons?
Because they are insane. Only a sugar tooth would believe putting out their own eyes would blind the dragon. And even they would have the sense not to do it unless it got them more skooma. I count my blessings that not just any fork will do.
By the way, this next one is a unique dialogue. You only get this if you finished the Mages Guild questline and worked with Sheogorath in the past. And this sounds familiar. I think it may have encountered it before.
Then this one is sure you will have no trouble finding it. Return when you have found it, and perhaps we may convince these ones to give up and return to the temple.
I encountered an odd character after I rescued Zagara. I think he's responsible for this.
You did? What did he... Wait, why didn't you stop him?
He said the priests were in danger in his own cryptic way. This is all a game to him.
Hark moons. What sort of childish sorcerer drives clergy to chase after wild beasts and put out their eyes? We must stop this sick puppeteer. But this one can't just leave these fools to their own devices. Find the fork, then we'll give chase.
Alrighty. 2 moons at Tenmar. It's been a hot minute since I was last here. There's a piece of the mural here as well. I'll have to find before we leave. I don't remember exactly where it is. Oh, it's right here. Tenmar fragment recovered.
It was in Tenmar that Rachin found his first love. A bright-eyed doggy rat with fire in her belly. Ever tried to make love in a tree walker? It is not as fun as it sounds.
Run. Oh, it's 11. It's usually 11:30 on Sundays. I started a little late today because I had to go shopping with my mom this morning, because I can't drive and she she has to do her own shopping too. So she just does her shopping on the same day that I need to do mine, so we get both done in a single trip. So I live in the same town where we do the majority of our shopping. So she picks me up, takes me shopping, and then she goes home with her groceries after dropping me off with mine. So, but I usually start at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. So. Let's see, there it is. Fork of, yep, this is it, of horpulation. Ooh, also there's some meat on the table. Can I take it? No, I can't have the meat. I'm a little sad about that. I wanted the meat. I suppose I could have, but... I don't know, I just felt like I needed to justify why I have to go shopping with Mom still? I don't know.
If this one must talk in circles with lunatics much longer, he too will go mad. Did you find any offending forks at the campground?
Yes, take a look.
Khajiit gets all goose pimply and
I'm
dehackles.
friends with Mojo Jojo.
Adoras fears things are even worse than he imagined. His fork reeks of more than beef. It stinks of oblivion.
Now I, Mojo Jojo, shall rule the city. I've seen it before. It belongs to Shia Gorath.
The Scuma Cat. He must be responsible for our Moon Bishop's strange visions. How has he spread his madness to the monks? And you said you saw him in the flesh.
It's going to be the 11th of November. So it's coming out on Veterans Day. It happened. He appeared as a small cat.
An Alfik? The Scuma Cat should not be able to cross the lunar lattice. If he walks among us, then Joan and Jode must truly be out of alignment. We must check on the temple.
All right.
Please, you go ahead to the temple. Find our Moon Bishop.
Yeah.
Keep her from spreading any more of this madness. Hadoras will meet you there, once he leads these ones to safety without them straying toward any other foolishness.
Tell me about the Moon Bishop.
Saizensa. Bright is the moons and just as beautiful. One look and you could tell that Joan and Jode shone their light upon her, and the path forward would be lit by the reflection in her eyes. When she spoke, one would be wise to listen. Not so now.
I'm going to eventually do a Skyrim series after I get ESO to the point where I don't have to stream every week because I've got all the content caught up. Once I'm down to where I only have to do new content as it releases, I'm going to do a Skyrim series as the descendant of my Argonian. And then I'm going to let the chat decide a whole bunch of what happens during the stream. The only thing that I have automatically decided is going to be an Argonian, and I'm going to adopt Lucia, because Lucia is precious and Lucia needs to be adopted. And some of my friends last night told me to adopt Sophie too, so I might end up adopting Sophie as well. So, you think I can reason with her?
If there is anyone within 2 moons at Tenmar who could see truth through this madness, it would be her. Her eyes are clouded by the Scuma Cat's visions. I fear there will be no reaching her while he toys with us.
Yeah, are you on, let me send you a link to my YouTube. I actually have a series, a full backlog of the entire series, except for there's one video that's missing. Oh dear. I'm missing a single video. Because when I first switched over to Twitch, I didn't know how to save my archives, and I accidentally ended up causing the entire that entire video to be lost. And then I finally figured it out after that stream. So there's an entire video that's missing from the Cold Harbor section. So. But luckily, I did not lose the fight with Molag Bal. I am really glad that I didn't lose that fight. I would have been really upset if I had lost the fight with Molag Bal. There you go. There's the link to the YouTube with all of the videos in it. So, what's the story behind the Scuma Cat?
Before there were the moons or the world, there were Anur and Fadomai. From their union, all the god cats came, including the one Khajiit known as Shegorath, the crook-tailed cat who shares his madness with Sugartooths through Scuma.
Is that how he's been driving the priest insane?
Hadoras does not smell the sick sweetness of the drug upon them. Terrible as it is, the fleeting Scuma dreams would be preferable to this all-consuming madness.
No problem, thank you.
On this side of the lattice, it seems Shegorath needs no sugar to share his lunacy.
The lattice?
The lunar lattice. lattice formed by Jon and Jode's light separates Nirni from the other god cats and protects her children from the ones who do us harm. Normally, Shegarath could only send his mad thoughts across through the perverted moon sugar.
Yep. What are you going to do with the fork that I brought you?
This one isn't sure. The mere touch of it makes him want to spit fur, but he must keep it out of the hands of others. Perhaps he will bury it under the squatting sands where it belongs.
It's probably best that you hang on to it.
It is the least that this one can do to keep his kin from teetering off the edge of insanity. Hadaras will be alright. No amount of lingering beef stink will lure this one into putting it into his mouth. Or anywhere else.
Alright. Oh, hey, it's Scuma Cat.
Oh, I see you met Forky. Talking about me again, hasn't it? Such a gossip, that one. But you can hear the ocean if you stick it in your ears. Give it a try.
Why are you doing this, Scuma Cat?
Doing what? The purring. I don't know. Just happens at the darndest times. Smelling a bowl of cream, laying eyes on a plump ball of yarn, licking me... Oh, wait. I feel a grooming coming on.
Why are you trying to hurt the priestess? Or priest?
Who's trying? Oh, sure, you've kept a handful all boring and breathing. But we've been having a right riot in the temple. You ever hear cats always land on their feet? Turns out, it's true. Of course, their feet wind up by their ears, but why split hairs, eh?
Stop this.
Stop? Stop? We're just getting to the best part. I think they're really getting the hang of it. Last one got one good bouncing before he spit like a ripe tomato. Oh, I think the Moon Bishop's giving it a go. Don't want to miss that.
Oh, shoot.
Best hurry, or you missed the show.
Darn you, Scuma Cat. You know, even if the little purple and gold vest didn't give it away, and even if the voice didn't give it away, the purple eyes would have given him away.
Walker, you arrive at the perfect moment. You will witness our salvation.
Salvation?
Moon Bishop Cisenza said we must ascend with Canarthi to escape the dragons. True cats will reach the sands behind the stars by stepping between the two moons. We have not found the path yet, but now our prophet will show us the way.
I need to stop this.
Oh, have faith. Joan and Jode have shone like beacons for the Moon Bishop. She will lead us all to salvation, and you can join us, Walker.
Goodbye. According to what I just found on a cursory Google search, it says that it's puckered up. It's used to add humor to a conversation. Mary, where did you go? Get out here, Mary. I didn't say you could go.
Ready when you are.
It is so high. Canarthi, please lend this one your wings.
No, Bishop, don't.
Cisenza should see where to step. Her vision showed it true, but she cannot see it now.
They aren't your visions. The Scuma Cat is playing tricks on you.
No, this one sees by the light of the two moons. These are not fevered sugar dreams. She saw the dragon spring from the mouth of the world and swallow the moon. She saw her temple turn to ash. She must act before it is too late.
Maybe some of your visions were real, but all you're doing now is hurting your followers.
Cisenza tried to save them. She sees so much that she is blinded. What is the truth? What are the lies? She can't tell what is real.
I'm real. Just come down from the ledge and I'll help you.
Yes. I need to sit down. Gather my thoughts.
Oh, no you don't. Get your paws off my favorite plaything.
Dang it, Scuma Cat.
Look at you, running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Nothing beats a chicken without a noggin. Believe me, I've tried. You came awfully close to spoiling me fun, though. I like my fun.
What have you done with the Moon Bishop?
Why? So you can keep hogging all the toys? No, no, no. These are mine. I licked them. How much more marking do I have to do?
What would it take to get you to leave these people alone?
Alone? Who wants to be alone? Trapped in their own head until all the life and joy of the world leaks out and leaves an ugly grey corpse. They're better off in my company, sure. Suppose I could let them go, if you'd rather be my plaything.
And if I agree?
Then I whisk you home to where the real fun is. Oh, I haven't hosted company since half-past. You'll love what I've done with the place. It'll be like you never left. Have you there in 2 shakes of a grand mal fit. So, what do you say?
Fine, I agree. Raise your leg in. Scuma Cat's cloister. Sheogorath appeals to the darker side of the cat folk, who chafe at the structures of sanity and responsibility. Or strictures of sanity and responsibility. I gotta wonder, because there's a dog folk that lives in Akavir. I wonder if they have their own dog version of Sheogorath. Oh joy, we're back in the Shivering Isles. Man, he's really modified the place. He'd probably be a Pomeranian. Probably would look exactly like Sam.
Why won't you guide me when I need you now more than ever? I must see.
There you go, trying to play with my toys again. Well, I've had enough sharing.
My eyes.
Alright, so we gotta distract the Scuma Cat. So we have a couple choices. We can tempt him with cheese. We can tempt him with cream. Yeah, it's cheese or cream. Or a butterfly. Cheese, cream, or butterfly. Which one are we gonna try, guys? Cheese or butterfly. So, got M Sharp voting for either cheese or butterfly. Anyone else? Cheese. So Joe is voting for cheese. So that's 2 for cheese. So we're going to go ahead and use the tempting bait cheese.
You again. Toys that get in my way wind up back in the box. Is it time to pack you up?
Look what I've got.
Cheese, cheese, cheese. Enjoy a few thousand wheels and suddenly it's all people get you when Sunstone comes around. Do I look like a rat to you? Am I a rat? Meow. No, still a cat. Off with you then. I've important catting to do.
I'll be back. Important catting to do. Alright, so cheese is wrong. So either cream or butterfly. I have important catting to do. I'll sit. Wait, where did Mary go? Alright, butterfly it is. Since M Sharp also voted for butterfly, we'll try the butterfly.
What's on the docket today?
No cheese. Cheese didn't work, unfortunately. It's not letting me... Oh. Mary, why did you trigger all the things?
again. Toys that get in my way wind up back in the box. Is it time to pack you up?
Look what I've got.
Chasing butterflies now, plaything. Ah, to be young again. I must have spent my first 3,000 or 4,000 years terrorizing those colorful little cooties. Alas, I'm a grown man, cat god, with grown mad cat god tastes to get back to.
Mad cat god taste to get back to. Now get. So that's also wrong. So unfortunately, the right answer was milk toast cream.
Wait your turn, plaything. There'll be plenty of time for me to chase you around this little maze after I've finished me snack. All these games work up an appetite.
Look what I've got.
Is that cream? Oh, I could go for some fatty bovine discharge right now. Why'd you go and bring it to me in a cup? Cats don't have thumbs. Well, most cats. Why don't I have thumbs? Hold on to that while I grow thumbs. This may take a bit.
I'll figure something out.
Cream. Oh, I haven't had cream since I made Otar cry over it.
His rainbows are golden, yes.
No! Come back! Senza could almost see it. We burn our hair and lay scorched before the dragons. But what then? What then?
Sinzina, it's not real. This isn't your temple.
But the dragons came. Sisenza saw it. They will burn her temple. Burn us all if she doesn't see the path.
It's the Scuma Cat, remember? He's making you see false visions.
It feels familiar. Like this one has done this before. Is this the future vision? Or the vision future? She cannot tell anymore. Help this one, please. Show her. Show.
Sinzina?
Hey! I just messed that up!
I just messed that up.
Even could mess unattended for 1 minute before some hero comes to clean it up. Go tidy your own drawers.
Search for the Moon Bishop again. Well, that wasn't a deer. Man, whoever made this quest really understood Sheogorath. Yeah, no, I really hope they get this guy to come back as Sheogorath in the next Elder Scrolls game. Because he's really putting a lot of passion into the voice of Sheogorath.
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Ah, I have seen it. I have seen the way forward. John and Jode have shown me how we may protect our temple.
Bless your eyes, Moon Bishop. What must we do?
We must create an anchor beneath 2 moons to hold our temple.
Alright, so we need to find a way to distract...
Apologies, Moon Bishop. This one does not see.
They'll see clear enough once the anchor's built.
The anchor will let you all see as I do. All will become clear soon.
Okay, so we have a couple options to distract the Scuma Cat. We have a festive severed head. We have a tempting bait cheese again. And we have this delightfully long yarn. What are we going to try first, guys? We got one for severed head. One for yarn. Yoso, if you want to break the tie, it's either severed head or yarn. Come on, I need someone to break the tie. Okay. Great power comes great responsibility. So we have severed head. So festive severed head. And if this one doesn't work, we'll use yarn. Scuma Cat.
Think you're the cream of the crop, eh? Well, you won't be filling my head with daydreams of sweet cow squeezings this time. I lapped up every last drop. Now what are you gonna do with all that dry toast, eh?
I found this head, another one of your toys.
Hey, careful with that! What poor fool could entertain their court if they lost their head? Between you and me, a wise fool keeps a few spares. You can borrow that one if it'll get you out of my fur. I'm not using it right now.
There must be something here you'll be interested in. Alright, so since that didn't work, we'll go with the next vote, which was Delightfully Long Yarn.
Think you're the cream of the crop, eh?
Oh, he already said this. Look what I found!
So soft and bouncy. Just makes me want to bat it around like a newborn babe.
Get some more lines.
Well, I'm not having it.
Are you sure you don't want to play with the yarn?
No. Wait, yes. Keep dangling those luxurious ropey threads in my face and you'll find my claws in yours. Off with you.
Toss the yarn out the door.
Yarn. Look at it go apart,
I imagine that's how real cats react.
Sisenza has seen you at her temple, faithful. She hopes you will help her with this anchor and save it from the dragons.
You're making an anchor?
Yes, to buoy our temple through this storm. Joan and Jode have shown it to me, and through it, their light will guide us all to salvation.
How's it supposed to do that?
It will hold open a tiny gap in the lunar lattice, so our temple might slip between the moon's shadows. Nestled between Joan and Jode, we will surely be safe from the dragons.
Where are you supposed to place the anchor when it's done?
We will tuck it away beneath our temple to hold us firm through these troubled times. Come, I will show you, and we can begin. Ah!
Are you alright?
Quit your rattling! I was batting her thoughts into a glorious tango before you came along. Now I'm gonna have to start again.
Darn it, Sheogorath. There's a monkey on top of the cheese scratching its butt. So much cheese. See, what I'd like about this quest is that it takes your knowledge of Sheogorath and turns it against you. Because, you know, everyone knows Sheogorath, so you're thinking, oh yeah, cheese, totally that'll be Sheogorath's thing. But Scuma Cat doesn't care about cheese.
That's enough cat and mouse for one day, plaything.
Well, he's back to normal, and he has a new outfit too. That's definitely a new suit.
It was me the whole time! Are you surprised? I was surprised.
No, I wasn't surprised in the slightest. I already knew you were the Scuma Cat. I thought you said that you'd let Shinzena go if I took her place.
All right, yeah, so I did. But then I thought it'd be more fun to good as a plaything. It's not fair if you're always winning.
What's not fair? What's not fair is you cheating.
That's the best part of playing games with lunatics. They're always changing the rules. You'd get it if you just let me whack you on the noggin a few hundred times. No? Well, game's over. Off with you now.
Don't be a sore loser.
Look at you, making demands. In my games. In my realm. All right. One last impossible challenge for you then. How's that for sport?
Okay, which intro should we say? My name 3 times backwards, turn your back, Shiagarath, or actually say his name backwards 3 times. My name 3 times. That's 1. First one. Okay, so that's 2 for the first one. My name 3 times backwards.
Oh, you took the words right out of me mouth. Next you'll be plucking me teeth for a new princely smile. Well, you can't have him. I need him to bite Haskill. Take a bite out of the anchor instead, would you?
The anchor is cheese.
Farewell, cheese of my dreams. Out you go, before Haskill sees the mess you've made. Neither of us wants to hear that.
No, we really don't.
This nightmare, quickly!
See you next time, Uncle Shio.
What have I done?
It was not you, Saizensa. It was the Scuma Cat that brought these misfortunes.
Moon Bishop.
Walker, this one remembers you from her dreams. Your face, your voice. 2 moons guiding her through the fog. Saizensa cannot repay you enough for this.
Shiagara's hold on the temple should be gone now.
Saizensa is to blame. The Scuma Cat would have never caused this chaos, if not for her weakness. She led her Clouder astray, and too many of her disciples had to pay the price.
What do you mean?
As Moon Bishop, it was Saizensa's duty to protect her temple. But when the time came, she could do nothing without Joan and Jode to show her the way. When the visions did not come, she tried to bring them with the sacred sugar.
Will you remain as the Moon Bishop?
It is not for her to decide. If Khajiit lost their faith in her, she would not be surprised. This one will beg forgiveness for her failings and accept the will of her Clouder. She was too reliant on her gifts, and a leader must be more than a prophet. For the moment, it is all this one can do to try and restore peace and order to her temple. Then will come the true test. She knows the dragons will come to 2 moons, and her Clouder must be prepared.
What did you see in your real vision?
Dragons. So many of them. Erupting from the mouth of the world. The skies becoming choked with flame, and cinders raining down on our sands as one of the great creatures devours the moons. Much in my visions is symbolic, but this was so vivid.
Yeah, no, that actually really happened, though. What is the sacred sugar you mentioned?
Moon sugar, refined into a potent liquid, Scuma. It is a dangerous thing, abused by sugar-tooths who cannot resist its spell. But it is also a gift of the moons. There are ceremonies where the sacred sugar is used. I thought they could help me.
How would a dangerous drug help you?
Those who drink and smoke the sacred sugar experience things. During our ceremonies, these things are seen as a premonition or message from the twin moons. But it was the Scuma Cat that came to me instead.
Why does Shiagarath become the Scuma Cat?
He has always been the Scuma Cat, since Fadumai gave him life and purpose. You may call him Sheogorath, and we Shegorath, but the truth is, he is both. He and his litter mates are cats whose coats are what they want us to see.
Have you ever seen anything that may have been a true prophecy?
This one only barely recalls things she saw in the haze, but the image of a man with two heads climbing the stars to hold the moons in darkness sticks with her. It is fit for the dreams of the Scuma Cat, but Sisenza fears there is some truth to it.
Man with two heads climbing the stars to hold the two moons in darkness sticks with her. Yeah, that may have been Cadwell, because Cadwell was a man with two heads. Alright, but that is where we're actually going to end off for today.
Why didn't she? She was to be...
Shh. You were wiser not to follow Sisenza. Those who did were the only ones to suffer.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to end off for today. We actually got some nice progress in today. We did 3 delves. We did 10 more at 2 moon towers. We have 2 major locations left. The Citerice and what's the other one? The Ashen Scar. Citerice and Ashen Scar. And that is actually right here in this area, right over here. So next week we are going to be doing Rim and Necropolis, and we are going to be trying to get some spooky achievements. So like I said, I'm going to be spooking out Reewish. He's going to be in orange and black, and we're going to have a spooktacular Halloween stream. So look forward to that. I hope to catch you guys next week as we continue more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everyone.